who's been keeping up with the much-loved reality television show, Deadliest Catch. Deadliest Catch is one of the most popular shows on Discovery Channel. The first season of the show premiered in 2005. Since then, there have been several spin-offs and specials of the series, such as After the Catch, The Bait, On Deck, and The Viking Returns. Recently, Deadliest Catch, The Viking Returns premiered on September 13th, and is streaming on Discovery+. The reality series follows the crew of several fishing vessels, as they head out into the Bering Sea during crab season. The job is considered the most dangerous in the country, mainly due to the hazards of the job holding tank-hatched, uneven surfaces, wet decks, and stormy and unpredictable waters off the coast of Alaska. Only Deadliest Catch fans know Alaskan crab fishing isn't a simple job. A distinctive kind of person with incredible grit and determination is needed to venture out each season to bring in a large catch. Captain Jake Anderson, who has been in the show for more than 2 decades, is one such person who has suffered devastating losses while struggling to survive and thrive at sea. During Season 5 in 2009, Jake discovered that his sister Chelsea tragically died from pneumonia complications. On the other hand, his father, Keith, would go missing in 2010, while he was still grieving the loss of his sister. To this day, Jake Anderson is still searching for answers. What happened to Jake's father, Keith? Here's what we know so far. According to various sources such as KOMO News and Distractify, Jake's father was reported missing on the 6th of January 2010, after he failed to return from a short trip to Snohomish County. He had apparently never spent a single night away from his wife of 43 years. Keith was last seen in the Sultan area. When Jake heard the news of his father's disappearance, he was in the middle of filming an episode of Deadliest Catch. It was also known that Keith Anderson's cell phone was found in a mud puddle near his house. Not only that, his white canopy-topped 1999 Ford Ranger pickup truck was found about 2 weeks later, which was stuck on a logging road in a remote area of Skagit Country, about 20 miles northwest of Darrington.
We found the truck, but they haven't found him yet, but they're still searching, and our families are out searching. We're going to offer a reward. I just want you to not give up hope yet, okay?
Any further information regarding Jake's father's fate was unknown. His whereabouts remained a mystery for a little over 2 years. Then in 2012, a hiker stumbled upon human remains in a remote area of Skagit County. It was determined that the remains, which were located roughly 1 mile from where Keith Anderson's truck was found, were that of Jake's father. However, Jake is still searching for answers. Jake is still hunted by his dad's death to this day, so he traveled to Norway for answers. In Season 1, Episode 5 of Deadliest Catch, The Viking Returns, Jake Anderson is still fighting with some inner demons regarding his dad's passing. "There are things about my father's death that we'll never find the answers to," he says to himself. Like Sig Hansen, Jake's father and family came from Norway, where they were also fishermen. In order to learn more about his dad, Jake decided to head to Norway. "I don't think I ever thought fishing in Norway was even an achievable goal. It's changed my life, because now I'm realizing I'm getting to do something that my father would have always wanted me to do," Jake said in the episode. Keith Anderson moved from Norway to the United States entirely on his own, according to Jake. Keith would later develop an addiction to pain medication, prescribed to him for a couple of injuries, but things were different in Norway. "The last time my dad was healthy in mind, body, and spirit, he was here," shared Jake.
The last time my dad was healthy in mind, body, and spirit, he was here. Dad always wanted me to know more about Norway, where I came from. He was most proud of being a Norwegian American. I'm sure I would have come here a lot sooner if it wasn't for what happened to my dad.
Jake believes his father was murdered, and he came to Norway in part to find closure in peace.
That's when I thought someone killed my dad.
"Everything that I learned over here about him helps me to feel closer to him. I'm closer to him here than I am in America," Jake revealed.
Everything that I learned over here about him helps me to feel closer to him. I'm closer with him here than I am in America. Don't know why.
Jake Anderson became closer to his father after meeting his extended Norwegian family. The entire episode is beautiful, with Jake meeting members of his extended family, such as his cousin Celia Bramo, who shows Jake the house where his great-grandfather Kristen grew up with his 8 brothers and sisters, and Jake's great-great-grandparents, Johannes and Johanna. Jake also got a great fishing tip. Sig, Jake, and the rest of their crew were having difficulty locating the best fishing spots in Norway. Celia then gives Jake a copy of a diary, written by his great-great-grandfather, Johannes, in 1904. He mentioned going to the Lofoten Islands to fish for herring. Jake immediately gets on the horn to Sig. My great-great-grandfather Johannes used to tackle herring through there. The Gulf Stream would run up and leave nutrients in cold pockets of water on the north side, and you know where there's herring, there's gonna be crab, he tells him.
My great-great-grandfather Johannes used to tackle herring through there. Gulf Stream would run up and leave nutrients, cold pockets of water on the north side. And you know where there's herring, there's gonna be crab.
At the end of the episode, he calls his wife Jenna again, requesting that his father's ashes be shipped to him in Norway.
Hey Jenna, hey, will you do me a favor? You know that box that I have underneath the dresser in the closet? Yeah, it's my dad's ashes. Do you think you could try to overnight it? Okay, I love you.
Jake will eventually come to terms with his father's death and find some much-needed peace, according to future episodes. With that, we've come to an end of this video. Keep watching Deadliest Catch, The Viking Returns. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for further updates. Thanks for tuning in.